more. Da, da, da. Hello, hello everyone. No one is here. It's not bad. I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm gonna put on the ad break immediately. You guys know the drill. And yes, you know, I thought I'd be leveling some Izumi today. It's a joke, obviously. But yeah, I'm not used to like looking at either of the screens. I think the other one, yeah, actually it would be better the other way around. Let me actually switch that up. And you know, where do we have this thing? Inception. I think that is better, even though it still feels like a little bit too much to the left side. But yeah, I can't say I haven't modeled in a while, but I haven't modeled in a while on stream, so that's something. But I did not model an anime girl in a while, so that's like the bad thing about it. Yeah, I actually wanted to do that like a few days ago already, but as it turns out, damn, they hardly have any noses in Under Night, huh? I mean, I think I will give her some nose, so I mean, I would need to check out with the Batista that I started, but it was 16 is the question. I think 12 will be... Nah, okay, I am gonna do 16. Although... Because if I scale it down... Also, yeah, obviously those turnarounds are like different for them than they are like for like a 3D. I normally prefer to not look down, but that's okay either way. Also, yeah, there's like some neat changes in Blender 4.5. Mostly for like rigging. I mean, that was already in 4.0, but there's like, for instance, the smooth shift smooth is not like it's not here in the normals anymore. Actually, it's a completely removed that. But yeah, it's like a modifier now, and now you can just toggle it on off and stuff and change the value that way. And yeah, guys, the reason still being that I don't stream Blazblue and stuff, that I have Wi-Fi right now. So I feel like that's... I mean, I did enter Under Night tournament with Wi-Fi, but you know, they seem to care less than the Blazblue folks. Because at the very least, the tournament I took place did not specify it. Maybe they thought it was like normal and no one shouted at me, so it's probably good. I'm probably fine. Obviously. Actually, let me Yeah, the best way of leveling Lumbria. I mean, isn't this how you got so strong with Izanami? You just drew her a bunch and all of a sudden you were like, yeah, I can do this setup, you know? I don't even know how much Izanami is about setups. But I've seen you do some crazy stuff to me, so yeah. I guess she has some setups, but I don't think she's necessarily the set play or setup character. I mean... But honestly, like, yeah, the issue with Under Night is the issue with Under Night, you know? I played it the last couple of days and it always felt like a mistake. Don't get me wrong, I had like good matches every now and then, but I feel like the biggest issue with that game for me personally is that I can't find people at my skill level. And that's always the worst thing, right? So then I'm like, yeah, most of the time I get clobbered, sometimes I clobber. And then the rare one in between where, you know. And I think that's the thing for Blazblue mostly, but also for like super popular games like Strive. There's like, it's very easier to find people on your skill level. So yeah, I think that's the main problem actually for me. And I have to remember to trust the process. A fun story, by the way. I mean, not so fun, but at work, I was tasked to do a dude, and I mean, wasn't finished with him or whatever. But yeah, unfortunately, like change of plans, and now that the dude gets scrapped. I mean, it's okay. It was just like some practice in that sense. Also, yeah, look at this beautiful, beautiful nondescript anime body. But yeah, that's kind of the thingy with Under Night for me. I always rage. Like, I feel like it's better for my mental health if I don't play it. But then again, I also feel like a little bit, you know, you kind of feel bad in the FGC if you only play one game. It's like, yeah, you're a boomer, you're like an idiot, you know. Because we are the fighting game community, we're not like other communities, like, you know, where the crossover is less pronounced, right? So I don't think, I mean, there are some CSGO players who also play Overwatch or Valorant also, but I feel like they usually stick to one game and it's totally fine. But in fighting games, we are wired differently, so we're kind of like everyone plays everything. And so in that sense, when I only play Blazblue, I feel a little bit guilty. And but I do prefer Blazblue, I still have to say it, like, you know. And I'm not sure if it's actually the fault of Under Night, for instance, but when I play Under Night, and I try to lap stuff, I keep running in circles. Like, I try to lap combos or whatever, I keep running in circles, not really getting anything too meaningful different. Because it always feels like kinda everything combos. Should I do that actually? Stay so close. I mean, it's probably not too bad. And yeah, I feel like the lapping is is less fun because of it. And yeah, I have less stuff to lap in that it feels like, but then I see like the stuff that other people are doing and I'm like, oh shit, I need so much to lap. I need to lap so much. I guess, like, again, I don't know why, but I have this weird thingy where I kinda like the game, but I also hate it. I think that's actually the first time that it happens to me. Because usually I'm like, it's super easy for me to go away when it's like, you know, some Street Fighter or so, where it's like, okay, yeah, it's not for me. But with Under Night, I don't know, it keeps pulling me in. You have the same relation with Under Night. Yeah, it's something about this game. It's like, It's too cool to not to like, but it's also not cool enough to like. I don't know. It's really something. It's one of the games of all time. But yeah, I'm definitely like cheating here. It's actually kind of crazy if you have it like this. Obviously, we have to check it later on with other stuff. Obviously, this is where it will land. Its problem is that BB exists. Yeah, I think that's a big problem for like every fighting game, honestly, because I keep having the problem when I play a fighting game and I'm comparing it to Blazblue. Like with Strive, I have lots of fun. Actually, like this game has Strive has cool characters and it's also fast-paced enough. And like I could see me in a different universe. I could see me sweatlording Asuka or Jacko, because I really enjoy playing these characters. I mean, mostly Jacko actually. I mean, recently I had a little bit of an Asuka trip. Lieutenant Fang, you're awakened. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not modeling Hazama though. Also, I was like, if someone of you viewers, if you know like a good real decide, like, oh shit, yeah, like, you know, if you know something like this, where it can keep, you know, where you can keep the choices, where maybe like an application or anything, then tell me. Because what I was actually thinking for like doing on Mondays, maybe, potentially, at least as long as I'm not able to stream Blazblue, have like this modeling stream for Blazblue where I have like every character in the game in there, and then the wheel decides who I continue working on in terms of a 3D model. I mean, that would be cool. I probably would not get any. Unfortunate. Yeah, I always also did that, because usually you don't need like, but I don't want to type in like 36 characters every time, you know, that's my issue with that idea. And it must be somehow, because I do know like Sean Johnson, who makes those videos, also has like those community wheels and whatnot, and I don't think he types in everything by hand every time. But yeah, okay, so yeah, I probably would need to get like I probably need to do like some other way of some research there. Yeah, let's put this up to 180. Yeah, there must be something, right? I just need to research, and I was hoping to skip the research phase because I'm always not about the research. It's just how it is. Where's the bubble, Oki? Yeah, it's not here yet. It's not here yet. Hello, EP. But yeah, generally, like even when I play the bubble, Oki is not there. But I, at the very least, like with the time I invested into her, I don't feel like I'm that bad for like how much time I invested in her, because it's not astronomical or anything. And I can throw hands with her, so she's actually my legitimate Under Night sub. And that's cool, because I never had a sub in Under Night. Every other character kind of felt iffy for me other than Batista. And I'm not gonna lie, like Batista was also like, it took me like 2 weeks to get her to the basics. And since then I haven't really learned much on top of it, but I've been refining what I learned. But yeah, with Izumi it's kind of like, yeah, I have like the basics down in a few days, but I still need to get like the actual combos, the actual BNBs, the OP and whatnot, you know? Also, hello EPO, how are you doing? We were actually discussing, like, maybe you know, like a good real decide site where you can save what you entered, so you don't have to retype it. Because I was actually thinking of doing like a Wheel of Fate is turning thingy where I just continue modeling a Blazblue character on that thingy and just have like all 36 in there, and at some point like some character will get finished. Or like I'll make them like, yeah, I probably should do them in a way where it's like I can always just make them better, but where I have them like at a posable state or whatever. Actually, I still need like a soul because I have. Oh, are they goated? They are freaking goated. They have the entire shoe down here. I mean, it's very pixelated, obviously, but we can probably work with that. It's nice. Now all the times. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's actually like really nice of them, like the stuff that they have here, right? Where is that actually? I don't know. But also that I have no clue how they do that, like, you know, how to model that, but we will see. I mean, there are definitely like some sort where you can do like gloss physics or whatnot. Some people do that. I'm a manual type of guy just because like I'm not smart, you know. You should know that by now. Yeah, actually it would be really smart to also like very early into that play. I can check like the proportions for the arms and stuff. Obviously right now there's more to be done than just that, because I can't be like, oh yeah, I've got this character finished, you know? She's absolutely beautiful. The scrunchie? The scrunchie, yeah, I don't know how, apparently it's called scrunchie, yes. I mean, this is like the part of a shirt, and then there's like on the back, there's this ribbon, right? And then she has like an undershirt below it, where it's like, honestly, like, you'd be like, okay, this is, that she wears an undershirt below it is, I mean, it's elegant, but it also feels like it's kind of hot in the summer. And also, I'm not sure about this, because it looks like, nah, it only looks like this in that. Because I was like, is that like, because that's not a leggings. We see that it's not a leggings. But that is definitely like a trouser that's very close. She is packed, you mean here, with this? I mean, yeah. But yeah, as you number, you also might see the what's it called? The truth earlier than me, because at some point you said like medium is premium, and I keep really liking the girls visually who have like, I mean, you could argue that it's small, but I'd still say it's medium, and I keep enjoying this kind of body type. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't like the big ones, but you know, it is what it is. I just think there's some elegance that gets lost when, like, you know, stuff gets too biggy. Okay, that's, I don't know what I did there, but it's not what I wanted. I mean, that happens a lot with 3D. Also, I have to get used to my mouse, by the way, again, because at work I don't have like a fancy mouse like that, which is like very bad, obviously, because the fancy mouse with 12 buttons is the way to go. Izumi give you some motherly vibes? I know exactly why. Because of this. Because of the hairstyle, mostly. Because honestly, I don't know if you, I mean, maybe, I think you witnessed me playing through the story arcade mode, right? Because like, yeah, Personality-wise, she's far from a mother, but it's definitely the hairstyle because that's essentially the dead Kazan, the dead Okazan by through hairstyle. I mean, I'm not even sure with the hairstyle. I mean, I guess I think it's better than just having it straight back for the most part, just because it breaks up the silhouette like a little bit, and I'm out for that. Also, yeah, unfortunately, I have to wake up very early tomorrow. Like, I have to wake up. I mean, I say very early. For some of you, it's like I do always wake up that way. That's obviously, but I have to wake up at 7 or like a little bit before 7, and that's like early for me. Like, it's already crazy for me that I'm able to wake up at like 7:30, 8, like, yeah, 7:30, mostly, like on a consistent basis. But I also feel like it's not good for me. Yeah, it's like because it's like this. Like, it's a big company where I work, and then there's like, yeah, there's like a specific. Like a very specific date for like some, can you say it's a schooling, but yeah, something like this, where you get like some course on something they use, and it's probably not worth the time, but you just go there and then get like some free, what's it called? Yeah, I guess I should do that, so I can, yeah, so it's like more... Also, yeah, I still have to say that paying for more music slots is kind of a good decision. Because as much as I like the 50 tracks that I had in there, it's like, they did become redundant, and so hearing stuff like Chain Reaction now. It's not bad, and I think I might actually put Izumi's theme in there too. Unfortunately, Guest-san hasn't made like a cover of it in a different way, because I do love his their cover. He asked for the new Don Ripple season. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate not that much of a season. Again, I still have to get things into my own hand in terms of internet, you know. It's like, it's really bad that I'm only on Wi-Fi. That's literally the main reason I'm not doing anything Blazblue related. I mean, yeah. I mean, I forgot. I have to actually write potato about something. Because there might be something. Also, yeah, I had like the thing is, I should still be able, like Hoon, right? I should still be able to host other stuff where I don't have to play myself. But I should definitely look into getting wired here in some way, sort of form. Yeah, I know, Lumber. And I'm really appreciative of it, but I do know that, like, for the Blazblue community as a whole and for my audience as a whole, like, Blazblue is a thingy, right? It's also really funny, like, how I'm a celebrity in the Blazblue space. It's a little bit unreal, but when I hop into another stream and people know me, and yeah, I watched the knowledge check on Saturday, and then someone wrote in the comments. I did not really answer. I should have answered, honestly, but someone was like telling the organizers, put Don Vippo on stream or like on commentary. And I thought it was funny, and it was a little bit, you know, how do you call it? Flattered that people are asking for my commentary, you know, because I don't think that's necessarily my strong suit. Like, I'm more like a silly guy, and don't really have that much. I just space out a lot when I do commentary for people. But yeah. Also, by the way, I have a new Steam name. Like, let me actually show that to you guys if I go. Yeah. Right now, I'm Don Wi-Fi Pro. Because yeah, I just gonna warn everyone, you know, so I can play online and don't get people mauling over my network, because yeah, I'm very self-aware about that. But yeah, that's my name currently, and that will be my name until I have like LAN again, you know. Also, yeah, AI is big at my workplace, so like there was like a little bit of a non-committal conversation, but still, they would be willing to also use AI for 3D if it's at that point. So that would be also a little bit annoying, because again, I don't really like you know, if what happens then is that I'm just cleaning up the 3D is the model that was done by AI, that would be very sad, you know. Like, essentially I'd be doing that, what actually, like, it's completely the way around, right? Because usually, like, sure, remeshing and stuff, retopology, whatever, and weight painting, this is like annoying stuff that you want to do the AI to do. But then it would become the other way around, that like, yeah, the annoying stuff is not done by AI because AI is not smart enough yet, and I have to do the annoying stuff only. Yeah, we're gonna get like a little bit more too. Yeah, I mean, it's not even sad, it's like, it's ironic in a way. Because we, like, people keep talking about, like, AI as a tool. But if that happens, then I don't know. Then I personally feel like the tool and AI is the creator, you know? Then I'm aiding AI and not AI is aiding me. But yeah, I mean, I gotta look, you know, it's not that, it has not come that way, and if it comes that way, then yeah, you know, I'll see how bad it actually is. Actually, oh, sense? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, it's probably smarter to not do anything that is related to art in terms of like that stability, because yeah. But I don't think that there's like actually any real job where you're like, yeah, AI won't be like having a huge influence on it. I mean, if you were like a finance broker, right? If you were working in that kind of field, yeah, at some point the people were like really needing your opinion or whatever, and now you're also just commanding bots. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it's probably way less because it's not like an art in itself. I mean, it's more like being good at gambling, essentially. That occupation, but I still think there were like probably people who were like really proud of how well they were at gambling with that, and who then now have to gamble using AI and are like, yeah, I can do it better than AI. Which I guess in that kind of field probably doesn't make that much sense. But it is what it is. But yeah, also like as a matter, by the way, I think you guys know like the self-checkouts at supermarkets, right? I try to use them as little as possible, honestly, just to secure some jobs. I know that's not a job that anyone really wants to do, but you know, it's still a job that some people are like depending on to pay their rent. So I feel like it's better to to not let the robots, let them get everything. Even though of course it has nothing to do with AI. But yeah, I'm stubborn in that sense. Also, I do have to say, like, I will use like the self-checkout if I really only have like one single thing, and the actual employee is like completely full of like the, what's it called? I did think I said Kasse, right? The German word, but yeah, the counter or whatever is like completely filled up, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get out here quickly. But most of the time I have more than one part anyway, and then I'm just like, okay, I can wait a little bit. Also, yeah, I noticed that that's something that I'm actually not doing that I still have to get used to. Usually, like when I do like a 3D model, like the shins get really fat too. And usually, especially with anime, it's kind of like they taper a lot to the downside, to what's down there. So. Also, do I have, oh yeah, connected only obviously, but also I wanna show statistics, I guess, yeah. Let's see. I always like to see the triangles and stuff, you know? But yeah, generally, like, I was running from the Blender 4.0 version, but I was running from my Salvation. I actually did like some fine stuff. Again, that I'm not really showing here, but I also think that's another, her baseball is a little bit too slouchy here in the artwork. Which I think it's kind of crazy, right? They go there and they are like, okay, this is what the character's gonna look like, and they make like a turnaround for the character, but they don't draw it. They really do it in pixel art, which is so insane to me, you know. It must be taking so much longer than just drawing it, quote unquote just drawing it, you know. Mad respect for like the people at French Bread. They're definitely like holding up the arts that they like. And I'm also sure they won't use AI slop anytime soon, so props to them. The same, obviously, Axis was also never. But then again, Axis was also like, was more on like, yeah, we can do 3D instead of 2D. And I think like, you know, I don't think that's wrong. And I do like their 3D models a lot, and they're like awesome, absolutely awesome. But, you know, I'd like to see what they actually could put out if they would still, yeah, if they would supplement it more or less, I think. With 2D sprite-based games too. Or maybe even like, that's one thing that I could see them doing actually when they bring back Blazblue. And I would hope they do that, is to go for like some sort of live 2D version with Blazblue, so it's not like fully hand animated, but it's like, you know VTubers, right? So they can show like way more detail on the characters and still get it done, and then it looks like distinct to like Strive, but also like completely different, and it looks completely different, and it's not like, okay, yeah, it's replaceable with 3D models, because yeah, that's usually the thing. That would be my hopes. And actually, like, Axis Mercs has some nice looking... Lurker. Okay, you guys are lurking. And hello, Prince Waka, how are you doing? I mean, you're lurking. Who am I asking? No, I'm asking into the lurk. Oh no. But yeah, guys, have fun lurking, you know? I'm just trying to talk. And, you know? Actually, yeah, also one thing that I don't get to do as much as I want to at work. Because it feels so weird just starting like a random conversation when everyone seems so focused. I mean, I've been doing workish out of 10, you know? It really depends on how you kind of feel. I'm getting tired a lot, so like, yeah. Like, I kind of wish like I could have like a compromise, you know, between like what I had before, like the unemployedness, and what I have now, the employedness. Because both have the pros and cons. And yeah, I mean, I guess the actual compromise would have been just like a just have like less hours a week to work. Because I think like 8 hours a day, or like 8:15, but I did not work 8:15 today because I worked longer another day. It's a little bit, it's a hard ask, not gonna lie. You're actually looking Minecraft stream. And music is a bit loud. Okay, we can fix that. Thanks Ada for the thing. Yeah. But yeah, you both stop. But yeah, I'm gonna make the music a little bit less loud. Yeah, I'm gonna try -4 decibel. It might be too much now. But yeah, that's it's. I'm actually happy it worked, you know, because I wanted to clickbait with that title, because the title looks so much like a generic, uncreative Under Night stream title, and then I'm here in Blender. This is Firefall background. Do you mean like the original stuff, or do you mean just like to give me? But yeah, I mean, mission accomplished today. I can now end stream. I mean, again, I will end stream at some point, and I hope I can then because again, I have to wake up early tomorrow. I hope I can raid Glot then, because Glot is my Glot, and I pray to him every day in the hopes to get as oily as he is. You were reversified. Yeah, I also know that would be true for some people, but I generally speaking with my audience, like playing Under Night's a fighting game versus using Blender as a program. Like most people would prefer to see me on Under Night. Because for most people this, and I can completely see this is like, you don't know what's happening on screen, and it can be somewhat slow. I mean, I feel like I'm actually kind of fast today, though. Probably worked on those fundamentals a little bit more, which is good. But obviously the phase would still take forever, and we don't have like the stuff like, you know, the actual more difficult areas. It's more like the stuff that I have done like 10 trillion times that I'm getting good at, which makes sense. It's essentially my B&B, like, you know, like female bodies. I don't know if it's a real intent although. because I don't know if I'm gonna finish her, but I felt like starting a new model, and I also feel like I like this girl, you know. Hate to say it, but I like an Under Night character. It's a second. It's actually this. I mean, in terms of design, I was actually thinking of doing other modeling other characters too. But then I was like, yeah, but it's only the design. But this time around, I also like playing her. So, and I think everyone likes playing her. I feel like Under Night has gotten like such a huge. I mean, I might be mistaken now, but the like for instance, what's it called? The Hard Edge weekly was so full this week. Like, I feel like she actually gave the game a bigger burst than Uzuki and Ogre, which is honestly not what I expected. I actually expected Ogre to be like the fan favorite of those three. I think Uzuki is probably like kinda for like a very specific audience. Okay, I have to catch up a little bit. Okay, with the intense thing, yeah, I do agree, Lumbria. It's way too often. It's also like happening with video games, by the way. When people are just like, ha ha ha, funny video game, they are not really taking the video game seriously and trying to immerse in it and having an actual good time. So they start bashing the game for no reason, or you know, stuff like that is also there. Like it's always annoying if that happens, because like, yeah, someone cares out there, you know. If I just make like a stick figure of her right now and be like, ha ha ha, funny drawing, then some Izumi fan would be hurt, and I would be hurt as well. And yeah, and actually talking about drawing, I was also thinking of drawing her in like non-chibi, but that still feels too committal. Because essentially, like, you guys probably remember, like, my last week's joke was that she has like Shiyu, like the Pokemon, for anyone who does not know how it looks. Like, it's essentially like a firefish. And it's like a legendary, and it's super strong. Like, it just kills everything. And like, even the fins are like somewhat similar, right? And yeah. And there's a blue version. Oh yeah, the shiny Shiyu is blue. And yeah, so that was my joke. And as such, I would have liked to give her like full Pokemon trainer energy, and then I choose you, Elifie. So yeah, a little bit because of those thingies. But it's like yin and yang, right? Because it's not really like a dragon. It's like an ancient Chinese treasure, more or less. But yeah, also I did not want to go over, just brush over what Ada wrote. Also, and Ada, like, I completely get that feeling too, by the way. And I don't own, like, you know, seeing like someone who you consider good doing something, and then they do it like with ease, and you're like, why are they so good, and why do I suck so much? And it's actually, once again, it's not exclusive to art. Like, I have the same feeling when I see like good players play fighting games, or like any other game really, where I'm like invested enough to, and I'm also like, it can be inspiring at the same time, but it can also be like a very like suffocating, because you're like, oh shit, I'm not that good, I will never be that good, and like your inner critic gets like way too loud sometimes, and you start to develop imposter syndrome, even if you know you have like some skill. Like, I mean, you're editing the Blazblue sprites, right? So it's not that you're like, you have no skill. It's not that you're like starting at rock bottom. It's not like that, you know. So yeah, the thingy that helps me, like, whenever I'm having this kind of thingy, I actually have to say it out loud. which is like trust the process, and then eventually you'll get something that you'll be more confident or happy with. Obviously that's a big issue. You also have to be at a level already where you can produce stuff that you are happy with, and you know that the process will get you there. And that's the issue that I have like with the non-chibi drawings, because I don't have the skill level yet that I know that if I complete the process I will have like a good result. Yeah, and I also think that also I know your parents are also kind of strict and a little bit weird in some way, but there was definitely sometimes like with my parents it's like a little bit different, because sometimes you don't get the encouragement. It's more like, yeah, other people do that and you don't, and why didn't you do that and stuff, you know, like like I know they don't mean it bad, but it comes off, you know. It's like one of those thingies where essentially every fault in your personality you can probably trace back to something that your parents did. But then again, you should not define yourself only by the way. Like if you can see that it's like because of that, then you can still counteract as an adult, I truly believe. So just saying like, yeah, my parents were like that. But yeah, it definitely has like an impact, and it can have like a bad impact. It can have a good impact if they were like very encouraging. But you're right. Generally speaking, if others can do it, you can do it too. Yeah, I mean, I understand that, like, that you're making progress. Also, yeah, I had actually, it's really bad. Like, the persons you surround yourself are also very, very important for that, by the way. Like, I have a friend, an artist friend, but I definitely don't show him my 2D, my drawings, because or even my 3D art. Like, he's definitely way more supportive on my 3D art. But in my 2D art, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah, you took long, and yeah, it could look better and stuff, you know, like stuff like that, where it's not really that encouraging. I know that he doesn't mean it not well, but you know, it really happened where like, yeah, I don't know if everyone knows them, but at least Lumbria knows them, the Junkie Chibis. I showed them to him, and only one of them was missing. Like, I'm not missing, but was not shaded yet. And he didn't even see the difference in the stuff, right? And he was like, yeah, you're... And when I told him, like, yeah, okay, it's taking a long while. It was good payment, but it's taking a long time. And technically, I'm still underpaid, you know, with the amount of work I put in. Which obviously I know it's because I'm not fast enough, right? But he was like, yeah, you're just focusing on the wrong things and you could finish it faster instead of saying like, oh yeah, that looks cool, you know? Sometimes you need someone to just say like, oh yeah, it looks cool, I'm a big fan. And then it's like, especially when you're starting out, I feel. Yeah, exactly. Comparing yourself to someone else is pretty pointless. You should return to Chibi Dragon when you feel more relaxed. I mean, I will, Pluto, no worries. But yeah, I still also want to crash to get through those non-chibi drawings, you know? Because it feels bad. I still feel like an incompetent artist because I'm so focused on one specific style that is only like for very specific things. That's probably the biggest issue. Like I'd like to be able to draw my own concepts and be like, hey, I drew a concept, it's cool, and use that instead of AI slop. And actually there would be a concept idea that I had. I had like a dream of like arachnophobia, but of like a shape-shifting spider, and she was kinda cute, not gonna lie. Don't ask me why I have a dream of a shape-shifting spider, but I had that. And she had like these yeah, it was kinda weird, like she had like regular human eyes, but she also had like spider eyes on top, and 3 of them were like red, and the others, and then 6 of them were black. But yeah, she was still cute nonetheless. I rarely dream, so that was like something special, you know? Like, sometimes I have those dreams which are like the worst. I think you guys probably can relate when you dream of some stressful situation in the past, or like you dream like you oversleep. And sometimes you have like those dreams in which you dream you oversleep, and then you wake up in your dream and you're like, oh, that was just a dream, and then you overslept again, you know? I had like dreams like that. A lot, but yeah, normally I really don't dream that often, so. And especially not like something completely original in a sense. So like, yeah, it's probably worth keeping that idea, worth keeping. Dystopia lover? Who do you mean? Do you mean me? I don't know what you kinda know right now. I only know Dystopia as a Blazblue player. Like, beginner pen light sheet. I mean, I do know that like it's Dystopia is the opposite of a Utopia, obviously. But that's about all I know. But yeah, it might be that there's some similar design floating around, and just my brain was like, yeah, this is completely original now. Yeah, I also think not so beginner, but that's the issue in with Blazblue, that like, yeah, we call it beginner pen, but it's actually more intermediate pen almost. Sure, there are like some people who can be considered beginners, but yeah, then again, beginner is always a range, and you know. For instance, like if we had something similar for Under Night, I'd also be in the beginner pen. Like, you know, it's just like the competitive beginner pen. It's different for competitive being a beginner. You're dreaming of having a job and if possible having a wired connection. Ouch, Pluto. Nah, I will get that wired connection. No worries. Level 30 on Noah, congrats, that's awesome. I don't have level 30 on Noah. And again, also when we had like that thingy, right, with Strive Land cancellation, if you can do that consistently, you're definitely like way stronger Noah than I am. Like, I think the reason, like, I mean, also you won, I think you won more against in the mirror than I won against you in the mirror. But yeah, it's definitely like, you have like a super strong Noah, and it's just like my unconventional plays that can also tip people off, you know? Because I do know that I play different than other players, and it's somewhat thingy, but the issue is not that I don't really do that on purpose necessarily, it's just that I can't play any other way. Like, whenever I try offense, oh yeah, that was, now we go back to the Under Night run. Because in Under Night it's very apparent. Like in Under Night, I try doing offense and I get immediately punished for whatever offense I try. It's less of a problem in Blazblue, but in Under Night, yeah, immediately punished. And that on the other hand tells me, like, you know, my instinct tells me, okay, don't run offense and win neutral and or defense, you know, and then you can secure wins. That's true, but in the long run I need to work on my offense problem. And I'm telling you guys this since like very long, I know, but the issue is you're seriously saying this. Yeah, I know. Turkey is like a little bit different, right? But then again, if you learn something important enough, you could also get like a... Yeah, I mean, okay, Ada. Listen. I play the Kagura slop. Like, everyone could get level 30 with Kagura. Nah, it's not that, but I do think it's harder to perform like on a high level with Snow than it's with a high level on Kagura. And I mean, I don't know, like in terms of like skill skill ceiling. Like I think actually, like in terms of how you could perform, Noel might actually be as good or even potentially better than Kagura, but it's so much harder to get there. Like with Kagura you just need like some... what's it called? You need a little bit of patience and you need like a little bit of luck, and then you can win against everyone essentially. Because like he just pulls out the damage, and with Noel you have to be a little bit more commanding and stuff on neutral. Hello Gobi, how are you doing? But yeah, also Pluton, I was about to say that if it's not really working out in Turkey, you could probably go get like a visor for like a different country, like Germany especially. Like Germany is kind of I mean, I don't know if it's like famous worldwide for like being a country where lots of Turkish people live, but it's just the truth. It's been since World War II, even when they came to Germany to help build it up. And I mean, other people did that as well, but I feel like the Italians, I think, did it as well, but the Italians mostly got returned to their own country, and lots of Turkish people stayed in Germany, so we have like a little bit of that. Yeah, you don't know what you can spend them on. I mean, honestly, like I'd probably say save them, and at some point I can get the other redeems, actually the crazy ones, back up. I mean, of course you can just challenge me to like a 1st to 5 in a fighting game of your choice, as long as I have it. Also, speaking of that, if someone can summon Mako at some point when I'm streaming, I still owe her like a 1st to 5 in Blue. Like if she ever turns up, I probably immediately, because she was doing that when I was doing an event, and honestly I feel like that's my bad. Also, I don't think I should be doing it. Yeah, I like hear a little bit of muscle. Like yeah, I overdid it. I was immediately like, you see that I was doing a muscular man recently, so I was like, yeah, I need that bulk. But nah, she's an anime girl. Banger song, no. I mean, yeah, Gooby, you could do that if you do the redeem, but honestly, like with cross-tech battle specifically, I'd need like a little bit of time in the lab. I mean, I could do that on stream, obviously, if you do it, but because I think I need to get it at the very least a little bit down what I was doing. And at some point, like I might actually, I do have that game, I do own that game, and I did play that game when it first came out. But also, fun fact, by the way, Blazblue color system, right, or Arc System Works color system. Cross-tech battle was the first Arc System Works game where I was able to secure an orange square back in the day. Make a rip? No. I also, like, you know, if it makes sense, like, actually, like, yeah, creating like a ripped female character would be cool if the character makes sense to be ripped, you know? But in her case, it doesn't make sense at all. Bring first to 69 back? I mean, yeah, maybe. The issue is, like, again, the time right now. For instance, this weekend I'm away again. Like, I guess I'm back at Sunday, but yeah. And then it's like that, right? I guess she had. big ass. Ah, yeah. I mean, yeah, she apparently has like a little bit of that. Also, I wouldn't necessarily. I mean, yeah, it looks. I think it's even. Yeah, I think it's even like a little bit toned down in my 3D model. But yeah, she has like a good, nice balance, you know. What should I say? I don't mind it. Can't play online for 2 more weeks. Okay, then it doesn't matter that the first 69 isn't there, right? Nice forms. The hardest part of the university life begins. Oh no. Hang in there, buddy. I know you'll be able to do it. But you really need to put your mind into it, obviously. Because unfortunately being smart requires you to be smart, you know. You didn't pay your way into a degree like I did. Oh man, a big mistake. But also I don't know if it was that big of a mistake, but yeah, I should have probably scoured some free options instead. Or like free options, you know, where it's like you have to only pay like a little bit. Actually, like the girl that started at the same time as I did, does it like that, you know. She's not finished with her studies, but she's almost finished, and it's like, yeah, it's actually smart. Don't pay all your money for education, because yeah, the times are shifting and no one is really looking at the degree that much. I mean, depending on the field, obviously, but in artistic fields, no, not at all. And for Catgirl, no, I'll do it now. Also, I don't understand why Catgirl Noel, though. I mean, I guess you like Noel and she's blonde and she's cute. I can see that, but the game already has 2 Catgirls, so I feel like if you're that much into Catgirls, you probably play one of them, right? But more power to you, you know. Also, I think like Tao is a cool character. And Coco Noah, not that much. I mean, conceptually, yes, it's cool with the not Metron, with the Gravitons. But you know, that's the concept, and the execution is kind of like not necessarily mine, but it's okay. I'm just not the kind of guy who wants to lab set play or like learn set play. I think that's my biggest issue as well. And that's an issue that I share with the many characters, by the way, so. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Again, I say all more power to you, and I think Noel is cuter, and yeah. But I think it's just interesting, you know? Because like, I'm not necessarily like, you know, I'm definitely like a kimono enjoyer, but I'm not necessarily, you know, it's more about the girl itself rather than whether she has animal ears or not. I do take them. And oh yeah, there's like a little bit of I do have a few rules. So like, for instance, I don't like those flesh horns like the Onis usually have. I think those are gross. I don't know, I just kind of imagine it in myself in real life, and I'm like, holy shit. But when they have like this other horns, like regular dragon horns, or like sheep, or what are they, male sheep, goat horns or whatever, then it's kind of cool. But yeah, again, I don't discriminate. I think that's probably fits it up well, and there's like a few specific things where I'm like, oh, this is gross. We already have cats. I mean, I didn't phrase it that way though, by the way. I just find it interesting, you know, that you're like, okay, there are cat girls, but I need to craft the perfect cat girl, you know. It's kind of like that, you know. Because for many people who are that much set up for a horse. Which character do you mean? Cat girl Noel? Ah, you mean this here, right? Ah, Ah, okay, yeah, sorry. Damn, I'm getting lost by my own joke. I'm terrible. But yeah, Ada, all I want to say is sorry and don't take it personally. It's just like an observation, right? It's the same observation as like with Derek Squirrelter, where everyone asked him why you're not playing Makoto. And then, like, you know. I mean, it's probably my loss, but then again, I don't think I need Nolan as a cat girl, because I think she's perfect the way she is, you know. Also, speaking of okay, do we find her? I forgot her name. Yeah, damn. I think maybe I can find her. Because there's like a cool new Zenless Zone Zero character, which I definitely have the hots for, and you know, I mean, she looks cool, let's put it that way. Wait, oh shit, okay, but it's only the launcher, right? It shouldn't hurt. Yeah, okay, if I do go into the launcher, because I guess you guys know who I mean, then it's Zone Zero, but yeah, if you don't, then yeah. I'm trying to find the picture right now. Oh yeah, there she is, Yitari. This girl goes hard. She's essentially Rule 34 incarnate, but look at her. She goes hard. Yeah. Definitely gonna pull for her. Especially as they apparently are making my man Manato an A rank. Wait, that's all I wanted to show you. Like that's an insane Yujinka. The octopus guy, yeah. Exactly. I think that's also the thing about those kind of character designs, where I'm like also kind of always a little bit like judging them on the novelty, right? Because like if there's a cat girl, yeah, the cat girl might be way cuter than other cat girls, but she's a cat girl and there has been like 10 million cat girls already. But if there's an octopus girl, I'm like, okay, there's not that many of them. Ah, yeah, I also forgot how she was called. Yeah, the other girl gives me like Ganyu vibes, and I don't know if she's also that way in personality, which I have to say though, like personality-wise, like Yuzuha, yeah, Yuzuha especially was a letdown. I mean, Alice is also not that funny or interesting, but she's okay, you know. But yeah, it's definitely like interesting. Also, yeah, Bunny Girl is Alice is cute, but she also had the issue that she had to compare with other bunny girls. And I think that's always the thing that you don't want to do, but of course, within her franchise, within Zenless Zone Zero, obviously she only competes with herself as a bunny girl. But yeah, that was a long excursion for like, yeah. For just saying what floats my boat, essentially, and just putting it in lots of words and being like, yeah, but consider. But yeah, also I need to finish that Noel model, but again, like, burned myself a little bit out, mostly because of the rigging stuff with her cape. I mean, she is mostly finished, otherwise I still have to clean up the stuff. I probably need to force myself to make like a long stream and then be like, okay, I work 8 hours on her now, and we're gonna get her as complete as possible. Oh, unfortunate Ada, but we want you to draw, you know. We want you to complete that that Noel mod. Yeah, I'm sorry for hurting your feelings again. It was just an observation, but I can understand how that observation might have hurt one. I can only say I hope you have fun with whatever game you choose. I hope it's Maiden and Spell or the Unlimited project or anything. Yeah, by the way, that was also on the table, like play Maiden and Spell and Mario Kart instead. But I thought like, nah. And I mean, it might have been that way if I be right now modeling on my job, but right now I got forced to animate like fairly boring stuff, so it's like, yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. I'm stupid. I'm gonna change it immediately. I changed it, Ada. I changed it. Thank you. We finally got it. You already said it, yes, I know. And I forgot then that day, so I did it immediately today. Unless you said it the second time today, then in that case I didn't catch the first one and I have to apologize again. Damn, I have to apologize a lot today. I should write a function for it. But real talk, I also fumbled a little bit in code in my job, which was actually kind of cool and a little bit inspiring, being like, oh yeah, I totally could do like this coding for my own game. Yeah, one thing after another. Bye-bye, have a wonderful evening, Ada. Okay, the Glot is also streaming, so I'm not sure like how long I should be. But then again, I'm actually I'm doing good progress, so I probably should be doing some more modeling. Oh, let's go. That one? Ah, that one. I thought you meant the other one. Okay, yeah, Seed, I know, yeah. But we can actually show it for like the folks at home. Of course, already like data mined and stuff. I mean, yeah, she's cute actually when yeah, she controls like this kind of mech. And at first you only saw that mech, and then of course everyone was disappointed, including myself. Even though I'm one of those persons like, yeah, let's give us like different designs, not only not only like cute anime girls, but yeah, apparently like the cute anime girl was like a huge yeah, it was a huge upgrade to that design, because I think the design itself is not that it's not really that cool for me, but like he's definitely not as cool as Billy or so, or like some other NPC characters. And maybe what I actually wanted to say is give us like some damn ass yeah, what an awful name. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I think like again, it's I'm always like there for diversity. Because that's the issue, like, for me personally, at the very least, like, it's hard to get, like, really hyped for a girl, like, if all of them are, like, super cute and there's, like, little anything, you know. Like, yeah, Yuzuha and Alice, awesome designs, but I could not get myself to get, like, super hyped for them. On the other hand, Manato, he was in the story and I was like, damn, this guy, he's so cool. And the reason for that is we get like a dude for like maybe once a year, you know. The last dude we got was, I mean, not counting the panda, of course, but the last cool dude we got was Hugo. And I unfortunately missed him, but Hugo is also like a good 6 months ago, so like, yeah, give us more dudes. Or like in general, give us more variety. And I think then, like, for me personally, I would also be more hyped for the girls. Because right now I'm like, yeah, always like, oh, she's cute. And then that's where it ends, you know. I'd probably roll for them anyway, because I'm like, oh yeah, she's cute. Why not? But it's not like I get super hyped. But I guess they don't need me to get super hyped if I still roll for them, so I guess that's that. Also, like, I have to admit, so like Xander Zone Zero has like a very specific problem too, because they already peaked in terms of girls. It is what it is, you know. They have Lucy in there and they have Vivian in there, and those girls are so peak. I think, like, yeah, it's like every girl that comes now has to compete with them, and that's a high bar. I'm not gonna lie. You have to choose one. It's probably Vivian. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's still Lucy by a little bit, but I do think Vivian is awesome. Like, you know, I like how she's a creepy stalker, and I like her visuals so much. It was like immediately I saw her and I was like, yeah, this girl, like, I want to roll on her. And then I was kind of disappointed when we first saw her in the story, because she was just like calm and collected, like typical. Like Ojo-sama, but there's like two versions of Ojo-samas, right? Then there's a crazy one with the and then there's the one that just is super well-mannered and like stuff. And I had like the fear that she was only super well-mannered, which isn't bad necessarily, but can be a little bit boring. But then it turns out she was well-mannered and a psycho. And I was like, yes. And she's not even a Jo-sama technically, because she has like this rich background. She was actually a poor girl, but she just likes to dress that way, you know. She likes the Gothic Lolita fashion. And I'm with her on that. Also, another cool thing is like a couple of Kakus. Like I watched way too late, but I started watching the new season, and I'm happy that it has a new season. Even though I'm not that sure, like the art style kind of changed, and I'm like, yeah, damn, the resolution is very rough, but we'll make do. Yeah, because why? But yeah, it's like a little bit weird that the art style has changed in a way, I think. It's hard to tell, but I think it kind of changed. It's weird, it's hard to pinpoint what. Yeah, exactly. So I guess it would have probably still be better to just pick my usual shoe bottom and then do that. And then get that up.
Hair, yearning, be more than friends. Boy, the boy, pick a poo poo, pick a little bamboo's gonna lead my way to you. Baby, since the last time we spoke, it's been so long. I miss you. I'm local, but hope you don't know. Pop in my head.
But yeah, also this track is still so peak. But in general, that's probably the best thing that MiHoYo does best, is like all the little tracks and stuff for the games. It adds so much. I'm actually not sure if I did add the Vivian one already. I might have not done that. I'm not sure what's it called, because it's technically not from themselves. I think it's more like it was like on MiHoYo Fest, which also like Vivian got done so dirty. She didn't have like any unique events for herself or on like every other character. Trigger had that, Andy had it. Like almost every character had like this kind of own events, maybe an agent story, whatever. And she was like, yeah, okay. They were like, yeah, she got like a little bit of singing in the main story. But I mean, at the very least, she still remained an S rank. If they made her like an A rank, then it would have been very sad. Okay, that actually looks like kind of a good one. We're gonna mark sharp, clear sharp. I'm just gonna mark them for now. It's like, you know, I like to abuse the mark theme for stuff where I don't actually know. So like, for instance, I can just press that way and I can select that, and I'm not really using it that much for like actually setting themes for the UVs. I think that would be it. The funny thing is, like, I probably actually do like the sandals and the feet on its own. I don't think I will be around then, because I was already thinking of raiding someone, of closing the stream. So with only 2 viewers, I might not even need to raid someone. But yeah, have a wonderful dinner. I also still have to eat dinner, by the way. So my original plan was to raid Glot. But yeah, it doesn't make sense when I'm having so little viewers. But I guess I probably start. I still continue trying to get like the sandal here, but getting the entire sandal might take too long. Because again, I still have to eat. I still have to do my dailies in Zelda and 02. And yeah, but yeah, that's like a good part. Yeah, I mean, I guess not every stream has to be long. I mean, I might stream another day too, like, I don't know which one. Maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, and not Friday actually. But yeah, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Wednesday is actually tomorrow, but yeah. I guess it's a good time as any to say goodbye and wish you a good night, and also let me actually look like a little bit at. I mean, yeah, that's actually good progress for like 1 hour. I'm not unsatisfied. But of course, I just wish I had more time, you know, and wouldn't be that exhausted yet. Yeah, also like setting up, so it's technically more than an hour. Setting all the parrot sheets up and stuff also took a little bit. So yeah, anywho, you know, yeah, that one should be me. Let me actually see in the stream manager if I close my own tab. Do I have any viewers? Yeah, apparently one viewer. So yeah. Yeah, probably Prince Wakaru was saying lurk. Anywho, you know? I was about to quitty bitty. So yeah, good night, bye, bye, and I'm saying this again, good night, bye, bye, good night, bye, bye. Yeah, I don't know how it's called in English, but technically this is normal here. Bye bye.